Nice video. I really appreciate how you broke down each detail of each layer. Can you do the same breakdown in FL Studio? Keep up the great work. Subscribe. All right, you got it. So check it out. Okay, so this is FL Studio that I'm using. This is a trap type beat that I made. And right here, this is called the channel rack. This is where I usually start all of my ideas. And one of the most important things that I recommend is when you first get your elements and sounds together, you want to right off the bat assign them to a mixer channel. So the way you do that is that you select the track and then you either can go here and assign it to a mixer channel, or you can hit Control L for PC users and Command L for Mac users, and it will send your track to a mixer channel. And the reason you want to do that is because when you get to mixing and adding effects, you want to be able to control each different element on its own individual mixer channel. So that's first. So now, again, this is the channel rack, and I'm going to go ahead and play the different sections. So I labeled these different sections for a beat. I always have an intro. I have like a verse, I have a hook, maybe like a hook. For this case, I have a hook part A and a hook part B. And the outro would usually be maybe like the hook again. So I didn't really label it. So I'm going to play the different parts and I'll break down how I did each part. So this is a loop. I use this sampler called Serrato Sample. It's one of my favorite samplers to use because it's so simple and easy to use. And this is a loop from Cymatics. So what I did to this, I put a ducking type effect on here. So it's called Dodge Pro. This is what it looked like. So I'm gonna play it. So you notice the difference without the ducking effect. It's just plays straight up. So that's the intro part. So now let's go to, I think I'll start with the hook part. So that's the part A of the hook. Here's the other part. So let's talk about this right here. So I started off with the loop and then I added the hi-hat. So it's just regular hi-hats that I use. I usually like to fill in the steps right here and then loop it. So I like to use advanced looping. The way you do that, you right click here, you go to advanced looping. With this, you can loop certain parts of your pattern. So in this case, I looped at 32 beats. I think that's what it's called. I think it's beats. Some things I might have looped, some things I may not have looped. It's a hi-hat. Okay, let's see, what did I do with this? Just a regular hi-hat. All right. Have a clap. And I have 808, regular 808. And I believe that's it for part A of the hook. And then for part B, I think I added a kick drum and a open hi-hat. So that's that part. So now we get to the verse, and all I did here is change the sample. So it sounds like this. So this is how you cycle through your different patterns. Or you can go into playlists and just play them. But you have to be in pattern mode. Okay. So once you have all of your ideas and patterns, then you want to build the song. For me, this is kind of how I do it. But you can also build the whole idea from scratch in this area as well. So let's go ahead and build the song. Let's go into song mode right here. And I'm just gonna build this. So I'm gonna call this area the intro. I'm gonna hit Alt T and call this the intro. All I'm doing is inserting a marker. So I'm gonna call this intro. Right. Now I'm going to bring in the hook. I kind of already have an idea of what I'm going to do. So I'm going to call this hook. So if you want to duplicate these sections, you can either just, left click it, or you can highlight and Control B. For Mac users, Command B. So I'm going to add this part in. To scroll, what you do is click in the mouse, the middle button, and just, pull down your mouse. So I have 4 of these. Now I'm going to add in the verse. And once you have a good structure, you can just copy this whole thing right here and duplicate it. Boom. Maybe do it one more time. Now let's play and see what it sounds like. And that's pretty much the beat, and then it cycles itself till the end. And now let's go to Mixer, and I want to talk about the things I did to each element. So we did already talk about the loop. I added a dodge pro, like a ducker effect. On the clap, I added like a lo-fi type crunch on it. So let's play the claps without the effects, with the effect, without, with. 808, I add a little bit of distortion with Destructor. So let's play that without the effect, with the effect. And that's really it as far as processing on this. I want to talk about another thing. So let's say you might want to do some different type of dropouts on the beat, take out the kick, but not affect the whole track. So what you want to do is, once you have all your ideas together and you have the format together, you want to separate each element out here on these tracks. So what you can do is highlight everything and Control G to make it a group. Boom. So everything is merged. So it's called intro merge, but you're going to change that. We're just going to call it the song, I guess. So now that you know you have everything together, the very next step, what you want to do is you go to here and you say split by channel. So now what it's going to do is going to create a whole bunch of different clips for each element. So now you see song, clap, song, hat, loop, 808, kick, open hat, snare. So now what you want to do is, once you have all that together, you want to start First you want to unhighlight. Now you want to start dragging each element to its own track. So there's only 6 elements in this song. So let's go back to the beginning. So now you have a greater amount of control over each element now in this format. So once you do that, you adjust your levels, mix it how you would like to mix it, and then you can export the file as an MP3 or a WAV file. And I think that's really it. All right, so that was my overview on how I make beats in FL Studio. Let me know in the comments if you like this video. Let me know what you liked about the video. Please like and subscribe and share it to your friends if you find it useful. All right, I'll see you in the next video.